Let's talk about all of this with our legal guys. Avery Freeman, a civil rights attorney and law professor right here next to me in Atlanta, and Richard Herman, a New York criminal defense attorney and law professor joining us from Las Vegas. But hey, it was about a month ago, Richard, that you were here. So
yeah, that's right.
One of these days we'll all three get together in the same studio. It's going to happen. All right, so Richard, you first. Is there anything illegal here? Something that sniffs very peculiar to you about payments to attorneys representing the business interests of the president?
Well, they're making a determination, Fred, whether or not they're representing Donald Trump, the individual businessman, or Donald Trump, the president of the United States. And their rationale is they're representing Donald Trump, the president of the United States. And there are at least four lawsuits pending right now for violations of the Emoluments Clause of the Constitution, which says that presidents should not be in a position to be influenced by foreign entities, foreign countries, by receiving gifts or titles. And what they're equating is that Trump has these hotels, he has real estate deals, he has banking going on overseas, and he shouldn't be doing that as president of the United States because it's a violation of the Constitution. Of course, Trump's internal counsel says it's not a violation, it can't be a conflict, and although the president said early on, I will divest myself and make a trust and my children will run it, I'll have nothing to do with it, that's just one of the other lies that he's told. It'll be about 2,000 lies. They're fact-checking him on the one-year anniversary of his presidency. Anyway, that's what's going on with this. Nothing. At least one judge in New York has taken a look at it and said, look, this is not to be determined in the courts. It should be determined by Congress. Only Congress has the duty and ability to fix this.
And so, Avery, how is it that Congress was not engaged here?
Well, Congress should have been engaged. Under this provision, Congress has to give consent. And the bottom line on it is that they have not. So the question becomes, is the Justice Department strict on this, or are they kind of loose?
So does that mean that the AG, Jeff Sessions, is the one who would have green-lighted this?
Exactly right. In fact, what's very significant here is this provision of the Constitution came about when the King of France gave Ben Franklin 408 diamonds in a snuff box. And so now it's really serious. In fact, it even banned President Kennedy, the Justice Department, from accepting certain benefits. The bottom line, I believe, is that because of this very broad interpretation of the Constitution, and I think it's wrong, frankly, the federal district judge in New York will make a decision on whether or not the president can use the Justice Department to make a profit. And believe me, there are hundreds of thousands of dollars being spent on taxpayers, by taxpayers, for the president.
And so now, Richard, there are, requests for timesheets. But apparently the Justice Department is refusing to hand over these timesheets.
Yeah, I mean, the lawyers are billing out anywhere between like $130,000 to $185,000. There's 10 lawyers, there's paralegals, and they'll put their timesheets in, and they're putting the time in. I'm sure everything is going to be done proper there. And the bottom line is the U.S. taxpayers are paying for Trump's legal fees. And the bottom line right now is there's nothing you can do about it. This is going to continue. And if you listen carefully to the judge in New York, he is not inclined to take this case. He's going to dismiss it. He's going to say, Congress, your obligation, your duty, you fix it.
So, Avery, that's it? No way to challenge?
Well, there is a way to challenge. First of all, George Daniels, who's the federal district judge who's handling this case, is asking very tough questions of the Department of Justice. And you know something? Those legal fees that are being expended should be public record. You want the taxpayers to pay for it? You should understand how much money is being spent of taxpayers' money. So that should be turned over. And I think if USA Today didn't get it at this level, they're going to get it at the next level.
All right, Avery Freeman, good to see you. Richard Herman, good to see you as well. Even it's so far away.
I'll be there every week now.
Like
That's right. I'm moving to Atlanta. How's that?
It's happening.
There you go. That'll solve the problem.
That'll be it. All right, thanks so much, guys. Always good to see you.
Take care.